finished recording and then I didn't find the recording anyway, so I was like, F this. I'm gonna go live right now because we're not going live tomorrow, so you couldn't watch this tomorrow. Hi, I'm Adaeze Feyisayo. Today I'm going to be talking about how you should give yourself the next 90 days to level up. If you want to achieve any goal, it could be losing weight, it could even be getting engaged, it could be starting off a business, switching career paths, whatever it is. Basically, if you want to achieve it, in this video I'm going to be breaking down the level up strategy course that turned my your level up strategy course, and the strategy that helped me turn my desires into physical tangible products. If you're new to this channel, you're welcome. I'm Adaeze Feyisayo. I'm a guide, I'm a healer, and last year I launched a body wash to help women feed their skins so that their skincare supports their vital organs instead of stressing it with harsh chemicals, and heals their skin, right? And I desired, many people kept asking, do you have an oil, do you have a lotion to go with the body wash? And I desired it, and you know what? Your girl disappeared. I went into the formulation lab, and look at us now. We have the body lotion, we have the body oil. And you know, the fantastic part about all of this is we even have it in smaller sizes, which are the first sizes I dropped first last year Christmas to test the market, and people loved it. And of course, African shea butter that is infused with essential oils, as we do it because feed your skin nutrients. Am I right? Now, all of this to say is I turned a desire, a creative desire, and I innovated it and turned it into a physical product that earns me not only money, but has actually helped me build a community of amazing women who every day send me messages like, oh, with the body wash I slept so good, oh, with the body lotion I'm glowing like the sun, like me. Also, shout out, this is another day of styling natural hair for the girls who are following along in this video with the series. Okay, this is another one. What do we think about this hairstyle? Comment in the comment section. Okay, that being said, let's just get right into it. So, for example, let me talk about this. Oftentimes we struggle to meet our goals, we struggle to basically evolve, to grow because of certain blocks. It could be mindset blocks, for example, limiting beliefs. We feel or think things based on our experiences, and we hold on to these because what are emotions? Our emotions are basically our body's responses. I've said this before, our subjective experiences and behavioral things like what we value and what we find important, right? And then of course the other things in the mix. But what I'm trying to say is, so if you have had experiences that have taught you that certain things are not safe, maybe growing up hearing, or creatives don't earn any money, especially if you're Nigerian, where it's just recently that the arts and creative industry and the marketing industry we're seeing the economic value of it, and people are no longer shunning their children from exploring, you know, careers in like the digital creative space. So if you grew up with limiting beliefs, hearing stuff like that, or you're just on your own experiences, your body wants to keep you safe, you might suffer with limiting beliefs that would hold you back. It might be difficult to achieve a goal. Another thing is, if one is not regulated, you don't know how to regulate your nervous system after it gets activated, which is only normal. After stress hormone cortisol gets released when we wake up in the morning, which is only normal. If you do not know how to regulate your nervous system, to regulate yourself, you could find yourself in a state where you are activated, stressed, continually stuck in survival mode, and you cannot be open to receive and manage money, right? Then the third thing that could impact your ability to achieve a goal is if you are dealing with hormonal imbalance or other reproductive or menstrual health disorders. And what that means is, like, for women, our creativity is really linked to the state of our reproductive health. That is, if our hormones are balanced, if, you know, the connection between our brains, our pituitary gland, and our ovaries is there at certain two phases of our cycle, and us being able to tap into our brain being balanced, with the left and the right side, your feminine energy, your masculine energy, your creative and your analytical side of your brain. If you are able to tap into that at certain parts of your month by cycle syncing, it becomes easier for you to achieve your goal. On the flip side, if you're working against your body, working against your hormonal cycle, you're not feeding yourself well, you're working against the hormones that are in your body at a particular time and that can support you to carry out certain tasks with your work, with your goals, it becomes difficult for you to achieve what you want to achieve, right? So that being said, excuse the noise, my brothers are around and their friends are around, so if it gets a bit noisy in the background, I'm safe. I'm safe. Okay, blinking twice, I assure you. So that being said, let's just get right into it. So now, why I crafted your level up strategy course is because I believe that success is personal. What I view as success is different from what someone else views as success, and it is just test of my emotional intelligence. So you need to, first of all, if you want to then level up per se, the next 90 days, you're going to do three things. I've already highlighted them when I just introduced this whole video, but let me say, number one, you're going to align yourself by rewiring your brain with new beliefs. Why is that important? The brain, what we tell our brain every time, the brain takes us information, neural information, and then it can. Hi. Okay, sorry. My alarm rang. So we're back. That being said, so you're going to rewire your brain. Why? Because your brain needs new information. It needs to create new neural pathways that would then let it begin to shift how it functions, what it focuses on externally, and what it tells your body to do or not to do. So that's why we need mindset practice, which is one of the things this level up, your level up strategy course, which I'll be highlighting, like, you know, the steps in the course for you to try. Whether or not you get the course, try them out for yourself. And for those who are members of the connected collective that have highlighted or shown interest for them to really understand more about like what the workbook and the video course offers. So number two is you're going to regulate your nervous system. Like I said, you want to be in a place where you were open. Now that your thoughts are helping you create, right? You want to be in a space where you are open to then receive those messages without, you know, letting doubt, fear, stress poison your leave you activated. And you want to be in a place where you can then receive the money, manage the money you receive, because like your body is regulated, your mind is expanded. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And of course, lastly, you want to heal your womb and your reproductive well-being to experience limitless balance. So balance between your feminine energy and your masculine energy, the right side of your brain and the left side of your brain. Also, you need to experience creativity. I've explained the biology behind creativity and the brain and your pituitary gland and your reproductive system. And of course, clarity, right? We are not feeding ourselves enough chemical energy. When we're not feeding ourselves enough, like we're not regulating our emotional energy, it is very difficult for you to experience clarity. That's why many women experience brain fog, and when they start cycle syncing with my Niger cycle syncing guide, that's one of the first things they notice. They're like, it's like the confusion in my head disappeared. It's like everything in my head just cleared up. I'm like, yeah, because your brain was struggling for its life, okay, and now you're feeding it enough chemical energy. That's food you're eating, the foods you need eat at the certain phases of your cycle. And at the same time, you're managing your emotional energy. Like I said in one of my videos, my previous videos, guard your heart, right? Because your emotions, your heart, the heart of the brain basically is the limbic system. Well, let's just say heart, right? But like you need to guard your heart, because your emotions could either like lift you up high, let you connect with other people, and if you don't know how to manage them well, they can destroy you, control your life, leave you at the mercy of other people, and leave you wasting your time, your energy, your resources. So that being said, let's get into the steps you need to take to create your success strategy. So, and these are steps I've taken myself. So hi Emmanuel, thanks for joining the live, and to everybody else watching, you're welcome again. I'm Adaeze Feyisayo. I don't think I really did my long introduction, but I basically am a healer and a guide, and I support women to heal reproductive and menstrual health related disorders and illnesses. I help them activate creativity and emotional fulfillment to key into connecting to healing, connecting to fulfillment and abundance, you know, and I teach them core life skills through life guidance, so they can always stay connected to themselves and activate, you know, everything that needs to be activated and balanced is check, 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 check. Just, you know, beloved, being in good health, you know, your soul is prospering, and you know, you're getting your money. So yeah, that type of thing. So that being said, the 8-step strategy is number one, you need to be grounded in God. So you need to really connect to the source, heal your faith, many frustrations we feel is lack of connection to source, lack of connection to God, right? And connect to his promises, connect to him as a person, and just experience healing. This is by in no means, in no way spiritual bypass, by the way. You need to do your work. You're not going to be one of the girls who's going to pay for the course, get the workbook, and dump it somewhere and not do anything. No, we are going to overcome our blocks with this workbook, because it really goes in depth into teaching you, number one, how to create a well-being routine that will be the foundation to support you to do whatever it is you need to do or you want to do. And then the second thing is is also going to help you, your level up, the workbook and the course itself is also going to help you overcome whatever blocks you feel. It could be you're struggling with fear, you're struggling with doubt, you're even struggling with a lack of direction, clarity, skill sets. You don't know how to ground yourself when you feel overwhelmed. We're gonna go deep into it in this course. There are lots of exercises, new inner work questions, shadow work prompts, exercises, and even step-by-step guides in certain places to really take you, and links to other resources of mine or other tools or guides of mine you may want to get or you may need to get, right? So that being said, we talked about the step one, being guided, be grounded in God. Number two is your self-concept needs inner work. What does this basically mean? It basically means that your self-concept is how you see yourself, right? Your self-worth, your self-love, your self-respect, your self-acceptance, how you present yourself, all of this form your self-concept. It might need inner work. Inner work is you need to let go of things that no longer serve you so that you can meet your higher self, so that you can meet yourself, so you can meet your grown self, your evolved self. So there's a chapter on that in the workbook. It goes deep, it has questions, asks you. In my last live stream, I read one of the questions from the inner workbook to help women break the cycle, the toxic pattern of going from lack of self-awareness to risky sexual behavior, and that whole toxic pattern repeating in their love lives, in their dating lives, which may lead to self-abandonment, lack of self-trust, having to deal with unintended STIs and pregnancies and whatnot. So it's very powerful if you want to break cycles. And this weekend is a weekend where we're cosmically supported to break toxic patterns, stop karmic cycles, and basically just sit and reflect. Even when you're kidding, the Holy Spirit might be urging you right now to reflect on a lot of things. I know He has. And so when I saw the cosmic readings, I was like, okay, God and His times and His seasons. This is a time and season to purge, to cleanse, to reflect, to review, to clean out. Don't miss this opportunity and get your course, right? So the next step is you're going to start cycle syncing. And I'm explaining all the steps by step. For those who don't get the course, you want to level up in the next 90 days, go ahead. Cycle syncing is key, especially if you're a woman. Why? Cycle syncing is you aligning all that you do with the hormonal rhythms of your menstrual cycle. So our menstrual cycles is made up of 4 phases: the menstrual phase, the follicular phase, the ovulatory phase, and the luteal phase. And during these 4 phases of your cycle, different hormones peak and drop. Peak meaning you might have more estrogen in your system in a particular phase. In another phase, you might have testosterone or progesterone. In another phase, you might have the LHT or the FH. They're long, I'm just saying the short form, more prevalent in your system. And all of these matter, and they influence how you can manage yourself, your kinetic energy, your body energy, how you can manage your emotional energy, because our hormones and emotions are related and connected to our nervous system, which takes me to my next point, which is regulate your nervous system. If you want to level up in 2025, I've been talking about emotional intelligence, but let's talk about this, right? Because your nervous system, a dysregulated nervous system, contributes to emotional reactivity. That thing where you have to react to everything. You just have to stay your mind. You're a real person, according to you. I don't know. So if you wanna thrive in 2025 and the coming years, with all the chaos and everything we're going to be seeing, last year was just the beginning of like a taste. And I know many women were activated to do a lot of healing, to do a lot of cleansing, to do a lot of clarity finding, vision alignment, a lot of growth. So it's not too late for you to activate that kind of progress with yourself. You need to regulate your nervous system, right? Because that is how you're going to learn how to return back to a sense of safety within your body system. It's how you're going to learn how to control your stress levels, especially emotional stress and physical fatigue, so that you're not ruining your physical health. So that's another thing. And in this particular workbook and the course, I go in depth into different ways for you to regulate your nervous system, so you can pick what works for you. and I in-depthly teach a guide on breathing techniques that can help you regulate and I don't want to use the word deactivate because that sounds like turning off a computer, but like let me just use the word regulate and calm, relax your nervous system. That's the word I use in my copywriting. Yes, so relax your nervous system, right? And yeah, basically another thing I talk about is how to craft dynamic routines and support structures. Whatever goal you're working towards within the next 90 days, whatever, even if it's personal, right, you need dynamic routines. I talk about how well-being routines are very important. They are the foundation of your success. Quite frankly, health is wealth is real. So we don't want to be in a situation where we are burnt out, we're working towards a goal, and then we end up being burnt out. We don't want that, right? Because burnout leads to, well, minus the fact that it's just crazy that you overwork yourself towards a goal at the expense of your health. Please, been there, done that, never again. Let's not do that, right? So you need dynamic well-being routines, and you need support structures. Now, the workbook helps you, it asks you questions and guides you on how to achieve this, right? I have a summary page, which I think I might post in my community section, just for you to see a summary of what the workbook is like for the girlies, part of the collective who are interested in getting it and whatnot. And for other people, even if you don't get it, you use this video and you can use the summary. It could just be brilliant guide for you to give, for you to give yourself the next 90 days to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. So that being said, why I say dynamic routines in the sense that as you are on this goal, as you're trying to shift yourself, quantum leap, into your desire self, meet your higher self, whatever it is, create your envisioned or dream life, you need to understand that you're going to go through different cycles, right? For example, when I was authoring a book last year, it's completely different from the whole having to produce the skincare products or produce my teas, to marketing it, to pitching, to now preparing for another production right now, and other things like that. So I need routines that are dynamic. They're shifting, they're changing. Why? So that I'm always taking care of myself regardless of circumstances I find myself in. Same thing with you. You're always taking care of yourself. You're getting enough rest, you're getting enough nutrients, your cycle syncing, you're faithful with your meditation or your prayers, just different aspects of your life. I really break it down in the workbook, the different aspects of your life: spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, financial, socially, right? And then what kind of support structures you can put in place, or if you do have support structures, how you can elevate them or even just maintain them as it is. Many of us, we're actually doing our best, and sometimes we just need to step back and see that we are doing our best and be more compassionate. So that being said, the sixth thing in the eighth step is that you're going to need to improve your skill sets. Right there, if you desire to do something, you might need more new skill sets, and I go deeply into the workbook, like how you can bridge the gap from where you are to where you need to be. And I just ask a couple of questions that can really help you overcome the block and give you a new perspective on how to get your new skills that you need. Okay, number 7 is never try do. While I always say the essence of all this work is for you to be in your being era, being stage mean like you leave from a place where you feel like the need to do because you have to do, because you have to acquire, to be in a state of being where you know that I am the resource, I am the abundance. I just need to tap into my time, tap into my energy, redirect my focus, my attention, refocus my attention, and utilize my resources, which would be your beauty, it could be your money, it could be your community around you, and it could be your skill set, right? So you never try, you do, because you're already in a state of being, remember? So from that being, you draw your creative ideas, you draw your desires, and you execute immediately, because you already have the previous 6 foundations to support you, remember, right? And then after you do, and I have the workbook has questions and exercises to help you overcome the blocks, creative fear of innovating or whatever it is, and it would also reach whatever it is that could hinder you from doing, right? And then number 8 is the 8th step is you have to review and rest. So you always have to pause, review what is working, what is not working, go back to your workbook, look again. You learn some more about yourself, so you know more about what is working, what did not work, and then you need to know how to incorporate rest. Even God rested, like even you need to rest. You need to rest, especially as women, is key, because in that rest state you can really analyze yourself, see what is working, see if you're falling back into old patterns, if you've learned anything new about yourself and whatnot. So I'm trying to go to the summary. Let me show you. You know how we do this classes, I have my laptop with me. I don't know if it show well, but that is the summary page right there. And like I said, I'll put it in the community tab. And it basically talks about how it summarizes everything I've said. And one thing I didn't even say, but I should say now, is the start of all of this, before you start getting yourself grounded in God and, you know, doing everything, whether or not you get the course, is that you need to envision your success. If you want a detailed guide that will help you create well-being routines that will be dynamic and that will support you, and if you want to overcome blocks, emotional blocks, mental blocks, and quite literally stock energy in your body, get your level strategy course, get your workbook. And 90 days less. I have girlies that are launching YouTube channels, getting deals, launching businesses, like changing their appearance, like their wardrobe, their style, everything in less than 90 days. So you don't even need to take 90 days is like you and the universe are fighting 90 days. But in less than 90 days, rapidly manifest whatever it is you want to manifest. Get your mindset right, optimize your brain and your brain chemicals, regulate your nervous system, heal your your womb and your reproductive well-being and health, that you can always connect to balance, creativity and clarity with these 8 steps detailed in the course. I'm waiting for you on the other side. I can't wait to see you on the other side and to send you like support emails and whatnot. So you need to envision your success, right? What is your vision of your success and productivity? Because at the end of the day, these 8 steps help you boost and manage your productivity to achieve your goal, while keeping your goal in line from different angles, right? The health angle and so many angles. So you need to know what your vision of success is. I know that success for me has to do with stability, alignment and flexibility, freedom, right? But some people not really. So they need that then they clock into a physical building, you know. So everybody's different, and whatever goal it is you're pursuing is different. But what the success for that goal will look like, and we go in-depthly into finding out your vision and how to stay aligned with your vision. Because like I said, when I'm a sustainability girly, I believe in sustainable transformative changes, right? Or evolution or growth, whichever one you want to use. If it's not sustainable, I'm hitting it away. Like your girl is not coming back to do something twice, except for with the network that I messed up, so I have to live stream. But anyway, the bottom line is, the essence of a vision is you stay connected to what your assignment is, what you feel called to do, what you have the talent from your childhood, then you had the skills built in your adulthood without you even knowing, or something you deeply desire to do. It helps you really, the workbook helps you really hone in and check in on that. So I think that's pretty much everything for this video. Yeah, so see my babies. I disappeared last year also for a couple of months, and look at you, girl, she came back with skincare. I expanded the skincare line just to let you know that whatever you desire, especially if it's good and favored by God, because you know you can achieve it. Give yourself 90 days. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.